Okay, so let's wrap up with the US pre-market movers and the chart levels to keep an eye out for.
Right, we said it was a big week for US retailers in terms of reporting, and it's been a difficult week also for those companies. So Lowe's has reported today. For anyone who doesn't know, this is, I suppose, a US version of a B&Q. It's a home improvement chain, much like Home Depot that reported yesterday. Lowe's has had a bit of a shocker. They missed by 4 cents on earnings. They missed on revenues. Guidance was okay, but nothing spectacular. Remember, I said yesterday I thought Home Depot numbers read okay, and they got slammed. Lowe's has produced poor numbers, and unsurprisingly, they've been called down about 7% pre-market. And then moving on to Lending Club, another company that we've mentioned a couple of times in these shows. They've been upgraded at Morgan Stanley. Reiterates their overweight recommendation. They've got a price target out of $23 versus the current price of $17.62. You might remember that Lending Club had excellent figures a couple of weeks ago. They got written up in the US press and pushed on TV quite strongly as well. So up another 3.8%. Certainly one to keep an eye on, though it can be a bit of a volatile stock. In terms of the markets, somewhat quieter today. 69.45 is our downside level in FTSE. 7,050. The upside level is straddling 7,000 at the moment. The DAX much calmer today.
Again, just the waiting in Vodafone. If something did happen in there, obviously that would take us through.
Yes,
7,000.
absolutely. Indeed, it would. Yeah. The DAX, again, much quieter today, as I said, 11,602 on the downside and 11,848 on the upside. Obviously, we had a big move with the weaker euro early in the week. US indices, again, they were both marginally better, so we just really tightened our range slightly. The S&P on the downside, 2100 even, still in there, and a new recent high, 2134, would be our upside level. Similar story in the Dow, we tighten up the range slightly, 18,208. I would suggest is a downside level to watch, and to the upside, if we're going to make further gains, 18,352. Currencies also a bit of a change here, a little bit more weakness in the euro against the dollar today. So now we're looking at 110.64 as a downside level, and 111.75 to the upside. Aussie dollar has slipped back below 80, so here we're looking at 78.78 on the downside and 79.30 as an upside level. Dollar yen, well, surprisingly, given those strong GDP numbers, the yen's actually weakened against the dollar. So we're now looking at 120.48 on the downside, and a new upside target, or upside level to watch, I should say, of 121.25. And then in cable, again, pound slightly easier again, so 154.95 on the downside and 155.85 on the upside are the levels to watch.
Okay.